we're going live. Excellent. Good morning from the road. We're just chasing athletes this morning all around the Zugspitze area and just coming into Lermoos. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous day here where we're expecting the French athlete Gaspard Petiot to come into land quite shortly. We're just going to drive up here. Check out his social feed at the moment. There was a picture of him on Facebook waving an ice axe. He looks like he's climbed up onto the flanks of the Zugspitze to have a glide this morning into Lermoos. We are just arrived. Brilliant driving. See if we can get out and go and check out the view. Oh. So, welcome to absolutely gorgeous Lermoos. This is the third time that Lermoos has hosted a turn point in the Bull X-Alps, and they're hosting again in 2021, which rather sounds like it could be the title of a science fiction movie. What do you think? How long have you been following the Bull X-Alps? I've been involved since the tail end of 2011, and it's just been great. Tell us how long you've been following the race. Lots of activities going on around here. How long have you been a fan? Is there a particular athlete you've followed for all these years? Love to know, love to know. Send us your comments. Good morning, Simone. Did I say her name right? Or was it Julia? Hi, nice to see you there. So this morning I got up early and went I went to try and find some athletes, and I spoke to Patrick von Kerner. We found him hiking. He'd been hiking since 5 o'clock this morning, and yeah, he was looking quite tired, and we saw him about 15k up on just to the north of the sort of east of the Zugspitze mountain on the other side of Garmisch. And yeah, he's pretty happy. This is his first race. I think he's finding it quite tough, even though he didn't admit it, because he is an amazing, amazing pilot. You know, if it was just a flying contest, no question he'd be up there with the leaders. You know, he's done a 300-kilometer triangle in Switzerland. He's done a 500-kilometer flight in Brazil. But as we always say in this race, it's an adventure race, not just a paragliding race. So you've got to be able to hike. Of course, you can make huge distances in the air, but you've got to be able to hike day after day after day. He said he was disappointed not to have been able to make Lermoos today, but hopefully he'll get there. He was disappointed not to reach Lermoos yesterday, but he'll be able to get here today. And he said the prospect of reaching Switzerland was massively encouraging. He's looking forward to that very, very much indeed, to get into home turf, which may give him an advantage. So that was Patrick. The state of play here in Lermoos is that we've had 4 athletes come through. If you've just tuned in, I'm at Lermoos. Let's have a nicer view here. We've got the Zugspitze mountain behind me, and we've had, so Kriegel came through with Maxime Pinot last night. They arrived, they landed together. Next up was Aaron Duragati. Aaron, he was basically almost in last place on the first day. He didn't do much of a flight from the Geisberg. He stopped hiking and hiked and just stayed the night up in the mountains there, and he's roared through. So absolutely, couple of storming days from the Italian flying ace Aaron Duragati. Next up was Paul Guschelbauer. Paul's actually, when I last checked live tracking, wasn't that far away, so it looks like he hasn't travelled much distance this morning, whereas Kriegel and Maxime now are getting into position for that flight into Davos. Now the state of play here is we've got next to come into land is Gaspard Petiot. Again, he's had his up and downs. His flight from Wagrain to Aschau-Chiemsee, it's got a bit of a wind blowing here. His flight from Aschau-Chiemsee was not a great day for him. He fell back in the rankings. He had a sink and he had to land. But he's now poised in position. If you haven't seen, go and check out his Facebook page. He's just had posted a picture of him with an ice axe, so looks like he's climbing up high. He's a mountain guide himself, so he knows what he's doing. When he actually arrives here, difficult to say. If you're on live tracking, you're probably in a better position than I am, really, to know. But he will be looking to wait and then just get, as soon as conditions are good, get a glide down into Lermoos. So who else? Then there's the gaggle. There's a whole gaggle of athletes about. If you look on live tracking, you'd think that maybe Eduardo Garza, another athlete who's having a great race from Mexico, he looks pretty close, but he's actually on the wrong side of the mountain. So you need to cross onto the north side to make it here to Lermoos. So he's got a little bit of hiking to do to get over. So the next athletes, you've got a real mix of guys. You know, you've got Tom de Dorlo, Manu Nubel is in that mix. The French guys, Benoit, Antoine, not forgetting Patrick von Kernel, who I spoke to this morning. Have a look at our social feed earlier. You should be able to see something from him. And yeah, they're coming thick and fast, and we're probably going to hang here and wait for the whole caravan to come through. It's very exciting when they all just charge through. Yes, in terms of forecast, we got our forecast from Ubimet this morning, and yeah, it's looking like a good flying day today. So it's a case for athletes to enjoy that while it lasts, because it gets interesting. This afternoon there's a risk of thunderstorms, so that may force athletes to land. But also it looks like the lead athletes may hit a wall of rain and stormy conditions, which may force them to come into land and slow them down. And there is the distinct possibility that the chaser pack could catch up with them. It could. Very small. It's a percentage. I'm not going to put a number on it, but there's a possibility. Because you never know with athletes like Kriegel, you know, even when you say it's not flyable, you can't get in the air, he does something amazing. So watch him. He always does interesting stuff. But certainly it seems that on the approach to Davos, the weather could slow them down. So last thing to say really is thanks for all your comments. Thanks for watching. Let me know if there's a particular team you want me to go and try and catch up with, but we're going to be here in Lermoos. We are waiting for Gaspard Petiot, Team France 2, to come in, and I'll just turn the camera around so that we can see where he is. He's kind of behind me, up, whoops, wrong arm. It's that kind of day. He's up there somewhere. Whoops, no, that way. Always difficult doing it back to front. He's on the flanks of the Zugspitze mountain, and he will be taking off soon and landing here. So thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you very soon.